We are again. Want to try and get at least a couple of these out while I could. And what's the best part about convention? Really, honestly, going home. I'm ready to go home. For those of you that I would hope have somebody that comes to these events, broker associate, whoever it might be, right? I would hope that you have somebody that comes to these events to share the wealth of knowledge. That's the only way to put it out. I have like 4 pages or 5 pages of notes from various committees, and there's just so much that goes on, so much information that gets put out from the Florida Realtors leadership, from the boards, from the different committees, and honestly, it can be a little bit overwhelming. Don't take this the wrong way. There's a lot of information that a lot of realtors need to know, a lot of sales associates need to know, and unfortunately, you're not going to get it. There were 17 forms that had changes in the verbiage. 17. There were 4 forms that were deleted. Several forms that were merged, and that all like comes into play. It's all critically important to being successful in real estate, taking care of your customers, taking care of yourself, taking care of your broker, because remember, if you get sued, your broker's typically going to get sued with you. So there's a lot to take into consideration. Could I make a super lengthy video out of this? I probably could. The forms was kind of a biggie. Education in real estate was kind of a biggie. There are so many courses out there that are available. If there's a course out there available and you haven't seen it, or you haven't seen it presented at your board, talk to your ed director. Talk to the educational staff at your board of realtors and say, hey, look, can you guys see about getting this class? Several classes are being translated into Spanish. That's going to be a plus for a lot of people. And for a lot of realtors, they don't know this. There's a program out there called Ascend R. And that is the Florida Realtors online classes that do come with CE credits. So, wow. I know I focused kind of like the beginning part of this mostly towards agents because it is that beneficial. But at the same time, look at that from the other aspect. If you're the consumer, you want the agent that either is directly involved or is connected to the right people that are involved. I'm going to take all my information after I get home tomorrow, thank God. After I get home, I'm going to start taking all my information and I'm going to start dissecting it, and I'm going to be sending it out to my agents. I'm going to be sharing PowerPoint presentations with them. I'm going to be going over all the finite details with them, and that benefits our customer base. We're a small brokerage, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I have some great people. You know, we had a great 2024. We had an even better 2025. I'm looking forward to kind of a great 2026. And that's because of our customers, that's because of our agents, that's our relationship that we share within our real estate family. And part of that comes from knowledge. I say this all the time, knowledge is power. So for our consumers, our buyers, our sellers, hey, we're here. And I'm going to be training my agents. So my agents, if my agents say something and it sounds a little, you're not sure, guess what? They probably have more knowledge than a lot of other brokerages out there. So let's keep that in mind. I'm going back next door. I'm going to grab something to eat, and then I'm going to start packing so I can go home. You guys have a great night, and be looking for my next video.